That's not me. All right. Okay, it is Thursday. I don't know the date. The 18th, July 18th, after Summit. So we're going to kick this off with some announcements. So let me share my screen and we'll go over. There we go. Okay. Okay, so this is all the stuff that is going to be coming out for the rest of the year. And it's a lot. So I'm going to go through. So first we have collagen. This is now available. FAQ 5323. And April sent me a little cheat sheet here, so I'm just going to read it, right? Yeah. Who is ready to improve their skin elasticity, reduce the appearance of wrinkles, and get healthier nails in as little as 30 days? It's available in the US July 15th, coming soon to Canada and the UK. It's $34.95. I don't remember the PV, but I know it's decent. Like probably like 25 or 30. Then, and that's a great just add-on. So it's tasteless, it's flavorless. I bought a thing in Summit, brought it home. I added it to my shake today after I already like blended my shake, and I probably wouldn't recommend that, but you can shake it up in hot or cold liquid and there's no taste. So you can just dump this in your mom juice, in your Energize, and shake it up and use it that way. But especially, like, I get people that ask me all the time about my loose skin and stuff. And like, obviously I can't accredit anything yet to collagen, but after having to lose it a second time, it's not really going back as well as the first time. So I'm excited to try this. And I'm even going to take my pictures, and I might even do, now this is just me and my realness and my vulnerability, but I'm probably going to do a little video of me like pulling and stretching my skin and then see if there's a difference in 30 days. So you don't have to share that now, but, you know, get creative. I've seen the FaceApp things, and I've also seen some negative things about the FaceApp thing. So do what you want with that, but you can also just reference the old FaceApp things in a post and a story for that. Pumpkin Spice Shako is going to return. It's going to be available for the first time September 3rd, and then they are going to have a reorder in October. So they're going to launch it once in September, and they're going to have more of it this time. And then they're going to have a second launch in October for those who liked it and want to order more. Okay. So they're doing that with the pumpkin spice. And number 3, 6 weeks of the work. FAQ for the pumpkin spice is 1031. And FAQ for the work is 5106. So this program is probably going to be my like soulmate program, although it's going to kick my ass. Like, there's like, it said no modifier, and then he said there is a modifier. This is serious exercise. They came out with this program because people wanted more. There are people who have been doing Beachbody programs for years, and they are ready to challenge themselves. And so this is a professional athlete trainer. He's a trainer of NBA players, right? I think. I'm going to say his name wrong. Mwala Caesar? Is that right? Is that close? We'll say sure. Okay, so there are going to be 2 versions of this workout. There's an explicit language version. Like, I will be pushing this hardcore too, guys. And the only problem I'm going to have is I'm probably going to get a bunch of newbies who are just sweary moms and like my vibe. But if that is you, work that. Also, if it's not you, there's a clean version. So there is a clean version. And it's not like there's over swearing, but it's just, if it comes natural when a trainer is training, it's there in the explicit. So this is described as, if you like intense functional training that will help you gain muscle while shedding body fat, then this new program is for you. Offers go on sale, and VIP early access starts September 30th. So if you're doing 100 days, 100 workouts, when you finish that, you should be able to roll right into the work if you want to. Okay? It's designed that way. Number 4, Peppermint Mocha Shakeology. FAQ 8454, available November 1st in the US and Canada. Plant-based and vegan friendly. So that's huge that it'll also be vegan. Peppermint roasted coffee and rich cocoa. Limited editions, flavors, and available while supplies last. So this will be like the pumpkin spice and will probably sell out. I guarantee they will not have enough of this, right? So this is not a, well, I'll debate on it. This is one of those like anxiety situations where you're like, how many can I get? Don't go crazy, but have your customers prepped ahead of time, okay? Because it will probably sell out. Promo codes, whoop, whoop, FAQ 4254. On July 15th, all active coaches, US, Canada, and UK will receive an email with 3 promo codes for $10 off for challenge pack or completion pack through the end of July. So if you're an existing coach, you got these now. You have until the end of July to use them. Also, your discount coaches got them. So April even, I think she shared in the group, a message that you can send your discount coaches if they think that they have family members that may want to join them. They can give them a $10 off code. And I even told my discount coaches in my team, yo, if you guys ask your friends and family, but if you don't have them, can I have your codes? And I'm like, I got codes. You get a code. Everybody get a code. Be Oprah. So I'm pretty sure it doesn't take off the commission and the Beachbody eats it, but I'm not totally positive on that. Any other questions about the codes? Going forward, all new coaches who sign up will get an email with 3 codes. So your new coaches, all of your new coaches will get 3 promo codes to send out to their friends and family to get them started, which is huge. Okay. Oh, promo codes are not associated with the coach ID. So I run my spouse account. I run my mom's account. That means I have 9 codes that I can use in whatever account I want. I could even give them to my coaches to use, okay? So they are interchangeable, but 1 code per person. So I even have on my whiteboard behind me promo codes and like whose email they came from, 1, 2, or 3, and the name. So I don't get confused and send out the same link to 2 people, right? And here, just a little tip. So something that I'm doing with my promo codes is when I get somebody ready for that challenge pack, here's my question to them is I'm like, do you plan on, because I have, if they're the MM100, I have the image where it has the add-ons at the bottom, that third-party tool that I'm sending from the Snoop group, okay? So I'm sending them that. They pick their package, and I say, do you plan on adding anything else in your cart? Because if you do, I have a $10 off promo code for you. They don't know it's just for the challenge pack. So I'm asking them, are you gonna grab Energize or Beach Bars or Hydrate or Collagen? Because if you do, I have a $10 off code for you. And if they say, actually guys, I haven't had anybody say, oh, well, no. Because they're like, oh, well, I was thinking about getting the cookbook. And I'm like, well, there you go. I'm like, it's basically half off. So just try it. And if they say, no, that's really all I want, and be like, okay, well, you know what? Go ahead and try it and see if it goes through. Fingers crossed, right? Whatever. Okay, so they don't know that it has to be a challenge pack for the promo code. Okay, so feel free to share your favorite product. Oh, by the way, those add-ons, that Energize, that's my mom juice. Life, right? So, and then ask about the promo code. Hope that's helpful. Here's the thing, guys. They're not going to be like, oh, no, I don't want any of it, right? Because even if they say they don't want anything extra, you're still going to give them the code. Okay, so it's worth an ask. Vegan Beach Bars. Whoop, whoop. I feel bad because I didn't know they weren't vegan. But FAQ 9086, Chocolate Almond Crunch will be available December 2019 in the US, Canada, and UK. 7, Bar Blend, coming this winter. It is a 60-day bar program, and the main person is one of the yogis from the 3-week yoga retreat. So she may be familiar to some. or to some clients. So this is nice because bar is really popular right now, and you can use a chair or a couch or whatever. And here's the thing. While bar is really popular right now, bar is also something where women are pretty self-conscious doing, especially if they've never done it before. I would be very intimidated to go to a bar, a bar class, because I'm not flexible. I jiggle a lot, like just things, right? Just all the things. So keep that in mind too. This is a great opportunity for somebody to learn a skill in the privacy of their own home. Okay. And when you're sharing programs like this, like talk about why you're excited about it. Like, I'm so excited about somebody swearing to me. Anytime they bleep out anything, I'm like, they swore, and I like go harder. It's just the way I'm wired, right? So I'm going to be talking about that. In all of I have seen a lot of these posts and I'm loving them. People are sharing their experience, how they would have felt if somebody would have asked them to commit to 100 workouts when they first started, because that's where people are, right? So think about when you're talking about these things coming up, why are you excited about them? Is the peppermint mocha, is the pumpkin spice, is it replacing Starbucks for you? Like, what is it? Why are you excited? Because now your favorite flavor is healthy, right? All of it. Okay. So the work is coming out at the end of September, and Bar Blend is coming out in December. And I even like that they have a really intense program with a low intensity program, in the same season. Because the work is, I would say it's a specific like market. You at least should have finished a program. And number 8, our new market coming in the second quarter 2020, we are launching into France. They will have more details at the end of the year, and they showed us like their 5-year plan, and I'm pretty sure we were like taking over the world. I don't know. It was awesome. I see it happening. But we're continuing with France. And so they did say, don't go out there on social media and be like, trying to recruit for France and doing all this, because it's a long time away. But knowing ahead of time, and I think that April said that Jamie and Kim Fitzpatrick shared some really great tips on how they launched the UK. And so now, ish is the time to look into something like that, and to possibly think about when you need to start doing some things, how seriously you want to take this launch in France, right? April's like, let's go to France. And we were like, right off. So, yeah, Pinckney Sisters might be heading out to France. And fun fact, April has a tattoo on her foot, which says it's soeur. It's been a long time since I've done French, which is French for sisters, because she thought we were French, but we're not. Our fearless leader. Okay, so that was all the announcements from Summit, the really big ones. July 24th, we are going to have a live webinar in the Coach Sneak Peek. I need to review this, so I need to make sure I'm not missing. Oh, no, can't. No. In the live sneak peek. I think that's it. Wait, here, I got the image right here. At 9 p.m. There we go. Okay, so July 24th, mark that down. Here's the thing, guys. Here's a beautiful lineup, right? So July, you just went to this event, or your team was at this event, and there's tons of pictures. You can post these pictures and talk about how you're going next year. Talk about how you got to see how you had FOMO. Talk about the community that you are a part of, and that will get together and that you will meet, right? So even if you weren't there, that's okay. Talk about the fact that you weren't there this year, but you'll be there next year, or that you were so sad that you weren't there this year, right? Like, guys, Summit is literally the reason why I signed up as a coach, why I actually started coaching, because I saw all the pictures from Vegas. So share that. Not all at once, but at least a little every other day. Okay, so you took all those pictures, you have all those pictures, the team has all the pictures, we can dump them, we can dump all those team pictures and that video in the team page so everybody can use it. We can do that. Possibly even create an album. That's not my jam, but I'm sure you guys can figure that out and somebody can get that together. So here's the thing. I want you to be touching on this. I want you to be sprinkling it in, because then we have July 24th, the live webinar. And then that weekend we have the live coach event. Guys, I don't know about your events, but our tickets are only like $10 or $15. That's not much, right? And for anybody local to Pittsburgh, Carl's coming. If Carl's coming to your city, I'm telling you this right now, get your ass there. I don't care what you have to do. Carl's coming to your city, you get your butt there. The Super Saturday that I sat there and I heard Carl speak, it changed my life, because hearing a CEO talk that way and be that passionate about something, it's just life-changing, because that's not out there, right? Okay, so real quick, my biggest takeaway, because I am a servant, right? I want to help everyone do all the things all the time. It's just how I'm wired. And I really love this. This was my biggest takeaway from the whole thing, and it was in the Ignite seminar. Here's the sentence that I used to be saying to my team. I will help you build your business. Going forward, this is what we've got. I will help, exclamation mark, heart, 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 I will help, but you build your business. Okay? That was my biggest takeaway as a leader. All right, so I am going to stop sharing. Is April come on yet? I don't think so. Okay, so I'm going to, well, you guys can unmute yourself, or in the chat, I would say if we can get any kind of system, I would unmute for the recording your biggest takeaways from Summit. Do you want me to call you guys out? Jess, you want to go first? I can see you guys. What?
Sorry, I had to grab my mouse. My biggest takeaway was mainly to run this business like you want to run it. So finding out what you want from coaching and why it's important to you. I realized I wanted something completely different than I thought I did. So, and then just running it your way and be 100% you. Like, don't be anybody else. Be 100% you. So that was my biggest takeaway.
Awesome. Okay, Shayla's next in my line.
I think the biggest takeaway I had was make sure that you're true to your own journey, because I know I've been struggling a lot with my nutrition. So I've been really focusing on that, and I feel like if I can just nail that, it's going to propel things forward.
Awesome. Might I recommend the reset? But
sounds so brutal.
As long as you make the salads a little smaller, it's not so bad. Greg, you're up.
Okay, so I actually had at least two takeaways from the summit that I really liked. One is finding what your brand is, like figuring out what those 5 things are that make you, you. Guys, we're not selling Beachbody, we're selling ourselves. So they can go onto beachbody.com and buy this stuff all day long from them and have nothing to do with us. People are trusting us with their health and fitness. So finding those 5 things that are not Beachbody or necessarily workout or I'm going to eat all the things related, make that your brand and talk that up, and then sprinkle in Beachbody or what we do, and make connections that way. Excuse me. The other big thing I took away is making schedules. I'm a really busy guy. I'm all over the place. I'm trying to build 3 different companies right now, which is stupid, but I'm all over the place. And if I literally don't plan out my day, I waste an entire day. Like, I've literally gone around in circles trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. And then I look back at my day, I'm like, I got nothing accomplished. So actually physically marking out in like half-an-hour increments throughout your entire day, from the time you wake up to the time you drink your Shakeology, you work out, you get your shower, and you go to bed, half-hour increments throughout the entire day. Plan those things out and try to hit those things as close as possible. That way you can actually have mile markers for being productive throughout your day. making sure that you actually have pockets of time for your business, for your personal development, for you. You guys got families, so we all have things going on. Like I said, I'm all over the place trying to build everything down here in a brand new city. It's very important that you can actually track your progress and your productivity and not just be like, oh, I did personal development today. I worked out today. I did good things. We need to be doing those business, like, what's the word I'm looking for? We need to be doing those things that push our business forward. And that's inviting, talking to people, making connections, and actually helping the people that we set out to help in the first place. By doing those scheduling, making your own brand, we can do that.
So Greg, how do you track your people?
How do I track my people?
Mm-hmm.
I use a thing called Streak on Google, and you can make pipelines. So basically, whenever you make your first connection, you can put them in a connection or like a first connections page. And then whenever you invite them to a free group or you start a new conversation or something, you start talking about them, you can actually go into that person's name and put a little note next to it, or you can do them to a new pipeline or like a new category, so you can actually track where those people are going. And eventually those people move down that tracker to either being a coach line, a challenger line, a free group line, or just somebody that you're going to put on the back burner for a little bit because they're not ready to commit to anything yet. But that really helps me out.
Okay. Do you use, because I use that too, but I use the app. But do you find that there's some limitations to the app as opposed to online? Like
There's
using your computer?
There are limitations to a lot of apps versus going and sitting in front of your computer and doing it. Like using the app is really great if like you're out in public, you have like a few minutes to go like, oh, I'm going to go have a conversation with this person, just moving from one category to another. But if you're actually sitting down to work, you need to be at your laptop to actually put in information and then do it productively.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, Nicole is next. Wait, do we have more than one Nicole's? Nicole Hoppa. Wow.
Williams. Yeah. Don't even try to say the maiden name. I just need to take that out.
That's the only one I can see in there. I just wanted to make sure I got it right.
My biggest takeaway was when we were in the session and listening to the people that have full-time jobs doing it and realizing that I don't have to give up my other job to be able to make this a priority, and I can fit it into small pieces of my day, and I don't have to make this my full-time job if that's not what I want to do. I may want to one day, but it doesn't have to be my one thing in the end. And the other thing was seeing people on stage the last night. I don't remember who was the number one coach.
Ashley Molstead.
Okay. So, I mean, just seeing that tremendously large group she had up there and seeing the amount of lives that we can touch as we grow our teams.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Ashley.
Okay, so mine was just very simply, anybody could do this. And I think that's when it hit me too. I started seeing everybody on stage. But more importantly, when you got into the smaller groups and you started hearing people's stories from the very beginning of why they started, how they got started, and all some of the stories can be pretty dark, and you think about it and you're like, you rose up from that and this opportunity gave it to you. So that kind of hit me, and I'm like, wow, like really literally anybody can do it. And then that kind of put a fire under my butt and be like, well, they can do it, why can't I? And then one other thing, Rachel Hollis, knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is power. Never thought about it that way. So I thought that was a huge takeaway for me too.
That's a good one. Liz? Wait, Liz. Yeah, there we go, Liz.
So my biggest takeaway, which sounds silly, is basically just that all the people on stage, like, they're no more special than we are. And I feel like I was definitely getting in a trap of like revering them as like these incredible people, and they all are, but like, I'm not incredible either. They just decided to do it. And I mean, I was getting in that trap, and Melissa, you kind of touched upon this like in one of your lives, but I was getting in that trap even with just like Rachel, Heather, and Melissa, like to the point where I was like nervous to talk to them at Summit. I was like, oh, they're like important people on our team. I'm just little old me. Like, and everyone is just a real person. And that sounds so stupid. But for me, I guess like with the social media block between us, it was very hard for me to really grasp it until I was there in person. And I was like, wow, if I want to do this, I can too. So.
Absolutely. Cruzette? I finally learned how to say your name and we're not together anymore. So I think I got it right.
Yeah, you did. What I took away from Summit was like the potential is limitless. Just seeing all those people on stage was just so eye-opening. And like what Liz was saying, like they're just regular people like us. So, I mean, if they can do it, you know, we can do it too. And also what Greg was saying about just being intentional with your time and blocking out like time slots and doing like certain activities in those time slots. So that's what I took.
Tori?
So I had a couple sort of eye-opening moments, but one of the biggest things that I took away was to just be yourself and tell your story and live your truth. And you know, there's a lot of coaches that are very similar, but I loved seeing so many different kinds of coaches who are just unapologetically themselves. And it really kind of opened my eyes to how many people we can touch, and you need to touch your people. You need to be you for your people because your people need you to see that they can do it also. They don't need to see 100,000 of the same exact person being successful. They need to see lots of different people and lots of different styles of things. But that was just really eye-opening for me.
Absolutely. I agree. Chels?
Okay, so I'm going to piggyback off of what some other people said for part of mine. Seeing you guys up on the stage, I feel like I had in my brain that, like, not to take away from you being on stage, but I had in my brain that you had been on stage for like 10 years. Like in my brain, that was how I was picturing it. Like you, oh, of course, like obviously Melissa and Heather, like obviously they're up there. But knowing that like that was your first time on stage made it seem like more attainable. Like, okay, like she can do this, I can do this, like we all can do this. And it's an incredible thing that you guys were up there, but it's not like this incredible thing that's miles in the air. It's closer, like it's not that far from where I am. And that was a huge thing. And then I
made it by the skin of my teeth too. By the skin of my teeth, guys. Like the night before, all of it. So don't even, like it almost didn't happen. So I just, you know, like you think you have these things in your head, but like, oh, we pushed and we sweat and we cried and we hustled and it almost didn't happen. But okay, yeah. Keep going.
And then I just was going to say, I changed up completely the way I invited since I came home from Summit. And I've sent more share cards like in the past week than I have probably in the past like 6 months. And basically I feel like when I'm talking to people on Instagram, I need to not talk about Beachbody. And when I'm talking to people in person, I need to talk about Beachbody. I was always the person who was like, oh yeah, I do workouts. Like, oh yeah. But like never would elaborate, never would say what they were, never would like, God forbid someone asked me what nutrition program I was following. Like, I don't know. I eat some veggies sometimes. Like I never had an answer for that was like going to help build my business. But now I feel like, cause obviously people are like, oh, where were you? Like whatever. So I talk about that way more in person with like friends and family. But then on Instagram, I like have not mentioned it to one person. Like I commented on a girl's bullet journal. I commented on some girls like sailing, like whatever. And that has then led to a conversation, but that was never the way. I was always the person doing like those, okay, do 30 invites a day for 30 days and you'll get 1 million people. And like, I would end the month and have no one. And I know that works and like whatever, but for me, I feel like I found a different way to do it. So that was one of my big takeaways.
Most of my invites start with a conversation about something that is not at all Beachbody. And that's one of the reasons why I share so many things that help me because that's where you're going to attract the people. So essential oils and depression and those things. And all of the things that we do help with all those things. So, if you're struggling with something with your health and these things have helped, feel free to talk about those things. I welcome you to talk about those things because you're going to start genuine conversations that are going to lead to real tools that can help you. Did I miss anybody that was at Summit? I think I got everybody.
Can we take a picture real quick?
Yeah.
Hi. I just didn't want to forget.
Holly,
Devin,
do you guys want to come on for the picture?
And I'll post it in team page. Oh my gosh. How many months in a row am I going to have a dirty computer and not remember until team call night again? Like the worst. Hold on. It's lighting. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, that's what we're working with. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing. I think it's just so important too for to talk about Summit and live events. So what we did when we were there was we put together some short little clips, and we took little videos of things happening. So we're going to put together a really fun video that's going to kind of give you a glimpse of some of the behind the scenes things that we did while we were there. Also going to be really great for you to send to your teams and your future coaches and your current coaches, and to create some real FOMO for Summit next year, because it was just such a game changer for so many of them. You just heard their takeaways. And yeah, so thank you so much, Melissa. We were at the Lion King and then now they made it an hour and a half, and she's like, I'm ready to go home. So I'm like, oh, it works out for me. I thought I was going to have to come home by myself anyways. So I put together some just a couple slides, because what I had shared with you guys was, just kind of getting out of your own way. And this was something that was a really big, Mac, quit it. It sounds like he's trying to dig to China in my pillows over there. It's so loud. So just kind of getting out of your own way. This was an ongoing theme that I saw of people just kind of doubting themselves. And so I just thought that this was something we need to get out there. We need to clear the air, and we need to realize this as soon as possible, is that if you have goals, but you don't truly 100% believe and really visualize them, they're never going to happen. So if you're yeah, I think Diamond would be great, but I really don't think I'd get there. Nope, you're not going to be Diamond. It's just not going to happen. And I actually posted in our team page some personal development for every different type of category you may be looking for. If you look in the file section of our team page, it's in there. And it was funny because I asked somebody, I don't know, I have so many group messages, and I was like, what kind of personal development do you guys suggest for vision and belief? And they're like, Melissa's live videos. So Melissa's really good and kind of talking inspiration and things like that. So she's done a couple live videos in the this week in our team page. Check that out. I'm also going to be trying to get some other coaches just to go live, just so you hear from other people other than me, and you get to know these other amazing individuals, because you can learn so many different things from different people, because the beauty of our team is we're such a diverse group. So we'll be focusing more on that. If you ever want to share anything with us and, want to get out of your comfort zone and host a team call or do a live in our team page, just come, just do it. I will 100% be thank you. Thanks for providing value. And so I don't want you guys to think about it as oh, it's April's team page. It's our team page. You find something that's helpful, share it. You find something that's working for you, share it, because it's just going to help us all as a whole move forward. So honestly, this picture has nothing to do with anything, but I thought it was adorable. So that's why it's here. But you won't, like I said, you won't be successful in this business if you're not doing personal development today. Show of hands if in the beginning you thought that I don't really need personal development. Yep. I was like, nah, I don't really need it. And every single time, guys, every single time you feel like you're in a funk, ask yourself, am I doing personal development regularly? 9 times out of 10, it's because you're not. So, yeah, and this, let me click on this so I'm just going to put this in the chat and you guys can see that there. That's the actual link right to the personal development suggestion. So if you are not doing any type of personal development right now, commit to one. I am starting 15 Laws of Invaluable Leadership, I think, by John C. Maxwell, tomorrow. And I know a couple of other people are starting that this month. as well. So if you want to do one together, that's what I'm going to read, but you need to find one that's equivalent or that's good for you. Don't just read one because everybody says it's great. Do something that you know personally you need to work on. So if it's mindset, if it's this, if it's that, feel free to ask us too. But I tried to break down that personal development list by categories. So you must know where and when you're going to work your business. You can't just be like, okay. It's not going to happen. You're not going to find the time. So you either need to be getting up early for that power hour, or you need to be like, okay, on my way to work, I'm listening to my personal development. On my lunch break, I am sending out the invites to the 5 people or 10 people that I wrote out the night before. On my way home, I'm going to be making a phone call to a coach prospect. Like, those are the things that you need to be very strategic about. Or nap time hustle, miracle morning, whatever it is, it will not just happen for you. You won't just stumble upon this extra time. So pencil it in, put it in your schedule, and know where that at the bare minimum should be 30 minutes a day where you are committed to trying to check off everything at that bat. You are not going to get everything done in 30 minutes a day. So maybe it's 2 30-minute pockets or whatever. So use the business activity tracker. And then I'm also going to post this. This is just like your absolute, does anybody here, has anybody never seen the business activity tracker? Okay, I'm like scrolling through everyone. Okay, I just posted it in the team page, or in the chat, and it's in there's a video in the BU New Coach University, and there's a link there. This is basically your to-do list. So go through this. And that's something that if you're doing those things every day, you're going to see success. If you have any questions about it, or if you're doing something and something isn't working or whatever, like, just come to us. Don't just keep doing the same thing. Let us know. Maybe you need to switch up the way that you start a conversation. Maybe you need to focus more on being genuine and having a conversation versus like, hey girl, thanks for the love of my post. Are you interested in joining my boot camp? Like, don't do that. Focus more on going into coming from a place of giving and leaving people better than when you left them. So maybe people say no. Okay, do they want the 2-week free trial? Do they want to join our next free group? Do they want a free meal plan that you can hook them up with? Do you want to talk to them about Clean Week, how they can get free 7 days of workout and a free clean meal plan? We have so much value to give. Just dropping these little stones into your relationship bucket is going to be that when you come from a place of giving, they're going to remember you versus the other 400,000 Beachbody coaches out there. So post authentically, don't overthink it. Maybe you follow a posting schedule. Maybe you just are looking. And I also think that, every 9 or 12 Instagram posts, you should have a transformation. So 12, 3, 6, 9. 12, 9 is 3. 9. So every 9 photos, have a transformation photo. Oh, okay. That's 7. So I don't know what you're doing over there, Melissa. But I'm not looking at the chat either. I don't know where the chat is, but yeah, so whatever, regardless of whatever Melissa said it is, it doesn't have to just be yours. You don't have to keep posting yours. You can use other people's. So go into the Morning Meltdown 100 Snoop group and take a look at those transformations. We have a photo album in our team page that needs updating. Make sure you get yours in there so that other people can use it. And just talking, maybe it's your clients, whatever, your coaches, whatever, but don't be afraid to share that this stuff works. Show up and be a product of the product. And that's part of your job. Like, consider being a product of the product, you clocking into work. If you don't clock into work, you are not going to see the results that you want, because if you're not getting results and you're not showing up, people can feel that you're being authentic. And so just making that a part of your everyday routine. So then follow your vision. What do you want in life in all aspects? This is a really fun activity I like to do. I don't know. Look in the sink or in the bedroom. Apparently we're down to like 1 sippy cup and it's gone. Okay, so I like this activity. It's like, what do you want in life in all aspects? So if anybody has the Rise Up planner, it's from one of the top 10 coaches, Moira, put it together. It's on Amazon. I really love it because it has in the beginning, it has you go your quarterly vision. So like take the time to write out. So we're in quarter 3. What's your vision for the end of quarter 3? What's your vision for the end of quarter 4? So the end of 2019. What's your 2020 vision? And then what's your 5-year vision for the end of 2024? And like, I want you to like take some time and go somewhere where it's like, you have your music on, you have a little vibe, there's not little people needing your attention. You know, it's something where it's like, just, this is like your time to chill and like dream big. And so don't write something because it sounds good. It's like, write something because like, that would be really freaking cool. And it scares the crap out of me. And I don't know if that would happen, but that would be really freaking cool. Like if it's like, yeah, I could do that. That's not big enough. Because honestly, it's like the saying, like, you know, shoot for the moon and your wind up in the stars. It's not like, oh gosh, I didn't ever make that happen. But if you're not dreaming big, you don't have something to really push and work for. So the Rise Up Planner, with that, they say to like read it daily too. So I wrote out my quarter 3 vision and I read it every day in the morning. And it kind of like reminds me, like, this is why I'm showing up today. This is why I'm not going to not do my invites today and say, oh, I'll do them tomorrow, because you can only give 100% every day. So if you give 75% today, you cannot give 125% tomorrow and make up for it. And so it's just so important to like read those things and and that be the thing that why you make time when you don't have time and you do it anyways when you don't feel like it. And then the back of that book, and you don't have to have this book to do that, obviously, but in the back of that book, they have something that has a book of wins. So there's a page for each week. And just every day I go and I will do at least one win every day. So today it was, I chose carrots over sun chips, and I started 5 conversations with people just genuinely catching up. And then I was able to have somebody tell me that, you know, thank you so much for listening, or being, you know, not giving up on me. It's those little things. It's not like, you know, yeah, if you sold a challenge pack, that's great. But reading that back, is that going to be the thing that makes you feel really great about yourself? It's like, cool, that's awesome. But you need to get really focused on not seeing people as a sale, not seeing people as a success club point, and being like, the reason I got them started on their journey is because I wasn't so quick to go in for that invite. Like, here's your products. Which ones do you want? It was because I took the time to be a good listener. I was a genuine friend, and that person knows that they can trust me, and I'm here if they struggle or if they fall off the wagon in the future. And I think that those are the things that are really going to help you in finding the joy in this business. It's not about hitting Success Club. It's not about doing this. It's seeing people as a person and identifying some of the dark moments that they're in as one of those dark times that you were in. And I think that it's just so important for us to think about the really hard times that we've been through and speak to those people that are going through there, and finding those people that have that broken, you know, those broken pieces that we've been through, and finding them and being able to be the light for them. And when you can be not afraid of what other people might think of you, and focus more on what people need to hear from you, because those people that are rolling their eyes, they don't matter. The people that need to hear your truth, those are that's the reason we show up. It's for those people. The people that are rolling your eyes, the naysayers, they're not going to join our tribe. Maybe later, maybe they'll get some personal development, whatever. But honestly, that's not the people I want. That's not why I'm doing it. It's for those people that are in that dark moment, those Aprils that are, you know, struggling with an eating disorder, struggling with self-confidence, you know, letting other people tell them they're not ever good enough, they're not worthy, and speaking to them because they need to hear your message. And who the freak cares if somebody might be eye rolling that you haven't spoke to in 10 years? If somebody is bothering you so bad, remove them as your friends. It's Facebook. Get over it. They're not really a friend. Who cares? We just have to all put on our big girl pants, or boy, and just like get rid of people that don't matter. You are the equivalent of the 5 people you're closest to. So protect your energy, protect your circle. And if you're so worried about somebody, why? Just get rid of them. They're negative, toxic energy. And I understand that some of these people are family and you can't do that, but you know, you can unfollow people. You can do whatever you need to do. I don't know what's happening in the chat, but I'm going to keep pushing. There's a lot of stuff going on. I wasn't typing. Oh, now I get it. I was like, was I typing just now? Okay, see, I have to focus. Can't. I'll look at this later. Okay. So here's the exercise that I want you to do. I want you to not let fear. I want it to be big. I want it to be scary. I want it to be something like, okay, I'm going to go poop my pants now because I wrote this down, and like put dates to it. So what do you want in your personal life? That's relationships. That's personal life. I ran out of things, examples. You can figure it out. Spiritual. Do you want to grow spiritually? Is there anything that you'd like to do? Do you want to do a mission trip? Do you want to volunteer at church? Do you want to, get more involved in that? Do you want to commit to a daily devotional? Whatever it is. Physical. And I don't really want you to be like, I want a 6-pack, because everyone wants a 6-pack. But I want you to focus on, or thinks that would be great. But I want you to like really focus on like tangible things. Like I work out 6 days a week, without fail at 5:30 a.m. I am strong. I can do 10 push-ups on my toes, like those kind of things. Okay, I can't even look at Melissa's face right now. Business-wise, what rank do you want to be? How much money do you want to be making? How many people are on your team? How many people have quit their jobs to provide for their family? Those kind of things. And then financial. Are you debt-free? Do you have a second home? Do you, how much money are you making? And just go big, because this is a really fun exercise. And this is where you get that vision that, when I first started coaching, okay, I feel like nobody's actually paying attention to me. Children? I'm like refusing to look at the chat right now. But yeah, so I want you guys to just really focus on that. And the bigger, the scarier it can be what you're picturing. So when I first started as a coach, my big goal was to be able to not set an alarm and wake up and drink my coffee in my purple fuzzy slippers in my office and just start my day on my time. It was not this huge, elaborate, I want to be, on a yacht somewhere. It was just that. And that was really what got me through wanting to be able to, going from working 3 jobs, packing a pillow and a pillow and a blanket to take naps, while I was gone for 16 hours a day. Like, I was so miserable that simple thing was what got me there. So it doesn't have to be something huge, but I want you to also dream big. So have these stepping stones as well. And then I'm going to get through these last couple slides pretty quickly. So goal setting and time frames. Goals should be scary. I talked about that. If it's doable, if you think it's doable, it's too small. So start at the date of your next 2 promotions. So if you're Emerald right now, when's your Diamond Gold date? And when's your 1-star Diamond date? So write it out and assign a date to each. And how you can do that is, I think a great goal is to get to, just focus on getting to Emerald again. For me, I set a goal to try to get to Emerald every week. It doesn't always happen. Sometimes I sign 4 coaches a month. Sometimes I sign 7 coaches a month. But I just make it a goal that I want to try to get to Emerald again every week, which is 2 more coaches. So maybe you're just starting out and your goal is to get Emerald again every month. Okay, well, but as you continue to be consistent, that's going to continue to be able to be more and more possible to at least be getting to Emerald again twice a month, things like that. So track it weekly, and we have a diamond graphic, and I meant to find this somewhere. I know I have it. I know I've sent it to you. I can't find it on my computer. I know it somewhere. So if somebody can post the blank one into our team page, that would be great. I don't know. I got a new, I can't find it on my computer. So I know it's in some of our chats too, but I have so many chats. I don't know where it is. Okay. So other than that, what other tasks you need to be doing to make this goal happen? Schedule them into your calendar. And I love the National Wake Up Call this week. Brittany Schumard talked about actually scheduling in project time twice a week into your calendar, which I loved. So making a plan of action. So write down 3 things you want to implement or accomplish. And this is what they always said for Summit. So even if you weren't from Summit though, just think of 3 things that you want to implement or accomplish and set a date for each of them to be complete. Reverse engineer the steps needed to complete those tasks. And then what I like to do is, I went to a Chalene Johnson seminar and she had us do this, actually sit down and do this. So for each task, so for me, when I was sitting there at Chalene Johnson seminar, I didn't have a new coach training and I wanted to make one, or a coach basics, whatever they're calling it then. So I just wrote, make a coach basics. And okay, yeah, that sounds great, but that's not something you put on your Tuesday to-do list. Like, it's not going to get done on a Tuesday, creating an entire thing. So she had us actually go through and break it down into 20-minute tasks and add them to your calendar during project time. So maybe I can pencil in 40 minutes of project time on, twice a week. And then that could give me those 2 tasks towards that goal. So I use this as an example. So if I wanted to create a new coach welcome email, that was one of my 3 things. Okay, so what are some little things that I can do? I can ask my upline to see theirs that I can use as a template. Always do not be afraid to ask your upline to see what they do. Ask on our team page, hey, what do you guys do? We are more than welcome to help, or we are more than happy to help you. Okay, so then maybe another one is record a short 3 to 5 minute story and upload it to YouTube so that you can put it into your welcome email so that your new coaches can get to know a little bit about you. You're going to acquire links for your team pages, for your challenge groups. You can put them all, you're going to do a little research so that you have it all right there. So you send your new coach email, bada bing, bada boom. They can add themselves to the new coach university. They can add themselves to the team page and your challenge group. And then maybe once you're finished with it, send it to your upline, see what they think, then save it as a snippet in your Google Streak, and you're done. So those are just short little examples of how to reverse engineer and break down things a little bit more. And you're welcome for this, Chelsea. I was like going through Summit pictures and I was like, okay, this needs to be on one of the slides. So Beachbody has this was like, the whole thing was like turned this way and then you just turned the picture and it was pretty hilarious. Okay. So just freaking believe in yourself. If you seriously, I'm going to get Walt Disney. If you can dream it, you can do it. Write it out, visualize it, repeat it every day. So for me, some of my things, Chelsea's like fervently like trying to take a screenshot of this, I feel. No. Okay. We are at 20. So here's some things that I've been repeating to myself. We're a 2020 elite team in the top 100 of our company. We have 75 coaches registered for Summit 2020. We have 12 coaches being recognized on stage at Summit. And, these are just a few things that I started doing just since I got home from Summit. And these are things that I write on my whiteboard. These are things that when I'm doing my vision in the morning, they're on there so that I'm saying them to myself. And you may not be like a rah kind of person, and that's fine, because I was there and I thought, this is so dumb. This is so stupid. Like, okay, I'm just going to speak it into existence. But if the starving kids in Africa could speak it into existence, wouldn't they have steaks? Like, that was my mindset. Like, I was like, this is so dumb. But the more that you just show up and do what you need to be doing and then visualize it, it's kind of like it just comes together. It's not just like, it's you doing that, you saying it, you believing it, and you working towards that goal. It has to all come together. You can't just wake up every morning and say these things and then say, I'll do my power hour tomorrow. That's not going to cut it. So it has to go hand in hand. So I want you guys, since it is kind of late, but I want you guys to talk to us about what your goals are and write them out. And I want you to share them in our team page by tomorrow. But if anybody has already done any of this, does anybody have their next promotion date already in mind? If so, now I'm going to go through the chat too. And I'm going to open it up. If anybody has any questions, anybody else wants to talk or anything like that, let me know. Diamond by August 1st. Shayla, diamond by August 12th, August 7th. Oh, look at all these diamonds popping. From Jess. That was me. No wonder I'm on this slide. I'm just going through the chat now. Stuffed crust pizza. I can't with you guys. Okay. Wait, I don't know who the April McDonald's are. Okay, that's Melissa. Premier 2020 team, 2-star by whatever date. Julie Mantle. Chelsea, diamond by September 1st. Woo woo. Ashley, emerald, August 1st. Yay, that's so exciting. Okay, so I want you guys to put it all into something for tomorrow, some bigger goals too. Diamond September 1st from Cruzette. Yay. I feel like there's so many more on here that haven't put anything in the chat. Liz, I'm looking Okay, did you post this PowerPoint? No, but I can. Devin, Emerald by August 1st, Emerald August 15th, Liz, Diamond October 31st. Ooh, hey. Liz. Devin, well, welcome. We're glad you're here. Please post, yes, feisty. Liz. Wait. Wrong Liz. No, I was talking about both of you. I said Liz, and then I was like, oh, there's two on here. What did I do that I have sassy pants on? You must be talking about the other April McDonald. Nicole Diamond by October 1st. And then Christina Emerald by August 5th. Oh, I love it. See, this is so exciting. It's like once you put it into like existence, then you're like, okay, oh crap, this is scary. This is scary. So I want you guys to all, I'll make a post tomorrow with this template. I will say this template is in Keynote, and I don't know if that transfers if you don't have a Mac, but I can take screenshots and do that too. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll share the template into the team page, and then I'll make a, I want you guys to, nope, it'll be a file, so I don't think I'll be able to do anything. But I will make a post where I want you guys to do your next 2 promotions and the date. And I want you to also write out like your 3 things that you want to implement with your goal date. So that's your homework. Screenshots. Yes, I can do that. I can't get over Chelsea in this one though. I laughed way too hard putting this together. Okay, so I don't think I missed anything in the chat. But yeah, let me just double check. Okay. Tori said that she has a power hour at 5:30. Is that in the morning? That's not in the morning, is it? It is? Oh, Tori, look at you.
Yeah, it's in the morning.
What have you done with my friend Tori?
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
I'm so proud of you. Okay. Wait, top 10? I see that. Who is that? Is that Melissa? No, I can't see faces. Oh, that's so cool. I guess you're the only April on now, huh? I don't know why I'm so confused. I, for some reason, thought there was like 3 of us. I love it. I love it. Okay, so big, scary dreams. Work on that. Take some time. Have your alone time and do it because, guys, it's just such a fun activity. And once you put it somewhere and you're going to read it every morning, and that's going to be the thing that's going to make you just show up and get it done. So I will, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to post the screenshot of the team call, and that's where you're going to write your goals out again because I'm going to lose this chat. So write out your next 2 promotions and the 3 things you want to implement with the dates. So we good? What did I just miss? Going in the hot tub to do this now. Oh, I'm so excited. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thanks so much, Melissa, for starting the call. Thanks you guys so much for sharing your summit takeaways. I can't wait to, did you record this, Melissa? Okay, cool. Can't wait to catch the beginning recording. So have a great night, guys, and I will see you later. And I don't know how to end this.
It's me.
Okay.
Oh, maybe not.